Beautiful night in the Northeast. That's the Manhattan skyline and across the Hudson in the New Jersey Meadowlands. We're ready for a very important NFC East battle. And that's what McNabb was last week. They scored 49 points in the first half. He came out on fire. 4 touchdowns, no picks.
When he gets in a rhythm, he can roll it, and the rhythm is when he has good pass protection, not like this.
Pressured here, and then he throws underneath, and that pass is incomplete. And Ross makes his first start, #1 draft choice from Texas. 3rd down and 5. McNabb, his 3rd snap from the gun. Pressured again, down he goes. So the Giant defense hot at the beginning. That's Justin Tuck. Stinger. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Play fake by Manning, buys time, and that pass is complete. And Jacobs gets hurt in Dallas on opening night, and it becomes Ward.
And Derek Ward says that Tiki's like a big brother to him.
On 3rd and 5, that is caught, and then leaning forward is Amani Toomer. He's pretty good at that.
Ask Phillip Rivers.
Right.
Ask Phillip Rivers a lot of things tonight.
Oh, I don't think you want to talk to Phillip Rivers tonight. As Burris makes the catch at the 34-yard line.
And you're right. I mean, I was there the other day. He didn't practice 8 downs.
From the 33-yard line, Manning buys time, throws underneath. Ward makes the catch. 3rd down and 1. Drones is in the game. Reuben Drones has scored 2 one-yard touchdowns last week. He's their short yardage guy. Not this time. He gets stacked up by Patterson. Mike Patterson is there to meet him. So Drones, 34-yard attempt for Lawrence Tynes. Fiegels push it down, and Tynes' kick is no good. It was wide to the right. Eagles have run only 3 plays in the first 9 minutes and 45 seconds. And on the ground, Carell Buckhalter to the 41-yard line. 17-yard gain for Buckhalter. He'll take it again. Big hole that time.
They really know each other. Now you say, who has won most of the battles? I think early it was Strahan. I think lately, I think Runyon's been doing a better job.
Agreed. Inside handoff on a delay. Passes went to Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt, but now a chance to wind up as #1 here. And that is incomplete, and that's unusual because he has great hands.
Strahan loves it.
Buckholder and Mahe are in the backfield flanking McNabb. Good protection this time, but the secondary does its job, and then it's O.C. Umenyiora who gets the sack. From Lambeau Field.
And Brett Favre has that record and everything, and he should be proud and congratulations, but how about the Packers being 4-0? They're going to take it every time.
2nd and 16 with the play clock down to 1. Manning slings it to Ward on the outside, out past the 20. It's a nice little, they won their last 4.
Right, and I think he saw that come and then wanted to be a part of something he started to build.
3rd down and 6. And that is caught, but stopped short of a 1st down. There's a flag as well. Almar Gaither.
Holding defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
Defensive coordinator now of the New York Giants for several years. Worked under Jim Johnson with the secondary and then linebackers in Philly as we start the 2nd quarter with Manning going deep and incomplete off the fingertips. 2nd quarter at the Meadowlands. Tipped in the air and incomplete. McNabb was perfect.
So far tonight, he's only completed 1 pass for 5 yards.
1 out of 4. Will it be 1 out of 5? It will be. The pass is incomplete. The coverage was good, intended for Reggie Brown. Obviously a work in progress, 3rd and 9.
But I like them a lot better tonight. They're playing a lot more aggressively, and their blitzes are getting there.
McNabb is flushed out, and that's going to be a 3rd sack. Almost on cue, John. Sav Rocca with the punt. Called in by R.W. McQuarters, and he takes it from the 39. Giants-Eagles, key game for both teams. Early season game, no score. Giants at the 49-yard line. Manning buys time, slides up, completes it. That'll be a 1st down. Here comes the flag from the 30. Manning hit as he throws and gets it into the arms of Amani Toomer. Burris left. Shockey lined up on the right. Shockey stays in the block. Manning will go to the left, and it is caught by Burris. Touchdown. Boy, he is 6'5", and they utilize that so often in that manner, either with a fade or just take advantage of the height differential.
Here he's against Sheldon Brown. He starts to the inside. He looks back, and all Eli does is throw it up and have great leverage, and Runyon has to bend his knees to stay low with him.
3rd and 7, blitz. McNabb has already been sacked 3 times, but gets this one off to Reno Mahe, and that's a first down. Mahe wasn't even in training camp.
He'll roll over and hit you in the pile, you-know-where, guys. But really, they do respect each other.
We'll be back for more. 2nd and 9, that is caught by Brent Selleck.
All I do is finish off my blocks, and he does.
This is the 14th time they faced each other in the regular season game, plus once in the playoffs. And down goes McNabb again, and this time it is Strahan. And Strahan, let's see where they put the ball here, because if it's behind the line of scrimmage, which it is, it would be a sack for Strahan, which now makes him officially the all-time New York Giants sack leader. He hadn't had a sack since the end of last season. He gets one here. It's a 3-yard sack, and he now eclipses Lawrence Taylor with 133.
Taylor, one of the all-time great pass rushers, and obviously so is Michael Strahan.
And now you've got Buckwalter on the ground picking up the first down. If you're an offensive coordinator, I mean, what's the first thing you would think about when you're playing the Giants?
Get LT block.
2nd and 10, screen, Buckwalter gets a block, and then there to...
You're 1 for 5 or 6, and then you can go 15 for 15.
Toss back, Buckwalter, beautifully designed play. Wilson makes the tackle and a first down.
If Steve Spagnuolo learned from Jim Johnson, this is where he blitzes, and he does.
Here he comes, pressure on, and batted back. It was Antonio Pierce coming straight up the middle.
The back can block the A gap. If the quarterback is up under center, he cannot.
3rd and 7, McNabb comfortable that time in the pocket, but the pass is incomplete. This is a 42-yard attempt to try to get Philly on the board. And he still hates the middle lane.
He would get frustrated. He said, that's not true anymore. He said, we believe we have to win the 4th quarter.
He swings this one to the outside. That's Madison Hedgecock.
Half calf and half ankle.
2nd and 1. And they give it to Ward, and he has a first down and into Philadelphia territory to the 44-yard line. Chris Gokon couldn't make the tackle, and a flag comes down.
Going all the time. He has good vision.
Face mask. Defense number 96.
Started the cadence again with a hard count.
Paul Cole's number, but Rager was the first across. 3rd and 2, and a little toss to Ward to the outside. And Ward is inside the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Shotgun, so you can't always play pass when they get in it.
Giants have all 3 timeouts. Manning has it intercepted at the 9-yard line. Picked off by the middle linebacker, Gaither, and then Manning chases him out of bounds. So Gaither, who was the recipient of a personal foul penalty that cost him 15 and helped set the Giants up, atones for that with a huge interception. Eli did not have a red zone interception all of last year or this year to this point. Winston Justice, full start.
You cannot let the defensive guy get a jump on you.
Eagles have 2 timeouts. McNabb pressured again, and he's going to step up, but not very far. Barry Cofield the tackle, 2nd and 14. But that's a lot of time to take in this situation. And you get a flag here, and it's before the snap. Kevin Curtis.
No play prior to the snap. False start. Offense number 87.
Averaging only 3 per game, 10 and a half.
Look at Umanura again, is lined up as a linebacker now and going to rush from that spot.
2nd and 19, they come again. McNabb gets it away, off balance, incomplete, intended for Jason Avant. Giants now in a position to take a timeout if they hold him here and get the ball back. 3rd and 19. And McNabb will drop the ball, and it is recovered after Osi Umanura is able to get it out of McNabb's hands. It is recovered there by the Eagles, recovered by Sean Andrews. 7-0 over Philadelphia. Coming up next, Bob and the gang with the Toyota Halftime Show.
First down, that last first down run there, they had a blitz. They have both linebackers up in there, and here they come again.
2nd and 8. McNabb throws into traffic. Last week against Detroit has been shut out tonight. 3rd and 8. McNabb has to step up. Pumps. Under pressure. Gets tripped. Flagged down. That would be for the moment a sack for Matthias Kiwanuka. Let's see about the call.
Offense number 73.
A couple of penalties and a couple of sacks and wound up punting before the end of the half.
Eli pointing out who the mic is.
2nd and 10. Here goes Ward to the outside. And Philadelphia does a good job breaking up the blocking on that. Gokhan and Curse are both there.
And sometimes you always talk about, patience being a virtue for a running back, that you have to wait, let stuff develop. Sometimes you can have too much patience.
Face mask. Defense number 51.
So because Takeo Spikes doesn't even make the picture here. So it wasn't there, so.
3rd and 9 out of the shotgun. Manning flanked by Ward. And that pass is incomplete. Quick flip over to
Giants tonight.
I think what you said was reflected in what Coughlin was saying on the sideline. Fiegel's kick will be down at the 1-yard line. Perfect. They are -2.
That is nausea.
That is nausea. McNabb rolling to his right throws, and it's about a 6-yard.
And part of it is the offensive line not doing a great job of pass protection. Part of it is not having Donovan McNabb have one of his best games, wide receivers not getting open.
And that's a 7th sack. And that's 4 for Umenyiora.
Like I said, we're going to send Umenyiora in this game to the Pro Bowl.
3rd down and 9. McNabb out of the gun. They need some breathing space. And it's all he can do to dump it off to Buckhalter before he got sacked again in the end zone. And now with the ball just outside the 1, Rocca has to get the kick away quickly with not much room to work. And he gets off a very good kick, especially under the circumstances, to the 46-yard line. McQuarters back into Eagle territory, breaking tackles, takes it to the 42-yard line.
Cole and Deal, and so far Deal has won it.
Manning from the gun on 3rd and 3, and that pass is incomplete. He throws that behind. Pinches it and angles it again. Bouncing at the 10, and the Giants will down this one inside the 5-yard line.
Do these things because they don't have anything under control yet, and their field position's been terrible.
This comes a week after they scored 42 points in the first half against Detroit.
How about Kevin Curtis last week and this week?
11 catches then, none tonight. Crowd noise begins to build for the D halfway through the 3rd quarter. And again over the right side. This time it is the rookie.
Doing anything differently as well.
Very demonstrative. The Eagles now go with Mahi as the running back in this set. McNabb has to step up, and he's going to go down again at the 15-yard line. It's Matthias Kiwanuka. So last week, the Eagles had 9 sacks against Detroit, and tonight, that is 7 sacks for the New York Giants. Make it 8.
Or when he blitzes or when he's going downhill.
3rd down and 5 from the 21-yard line. McNabb to the outside, and that's off target. 7-0, New York on top. They have the ball at the 34-yard line. Eli Manning will start with a fake to Ward. A little tight roll, and Shockey finally gets it. And his first catch of the night. That was a 17-yard gain. Ward will cut it back. From right to left he goes. Nothing spectacular tonight, but just very efficient. Workman-like, averaging a little bit of 4 yards a carry, and Manning is going to air it out going deep, and there will be 2 flags coming in because Toomer.
We've been letting these guys sit around here long enough.
Defense number 21.
You know there's going to be a blitz on this play, 3rd down in this situation.
Pump fake. Then as he throws, gets it out to Burris, who was behind the line of scrimmage. So instead of sending Burris on a fade, 9-yard attempt, it was William James forcing the issue, and Lawrence Tynes comes in. All in all, 13 penalties against the team, averaging 3 per game. And McNabb drops the ball. Big scramble for it at the 17-yard line. Coming up with it is Mitchell. Mitchell goes to the end zone. Touchdown. Eagles go without a huddle, trying to change the pace of the game. McNabb gets up to the line and drops the snap.
Taking it to him every way they can. What happened, Thomas Tupay, the fullback, McNabb was trying to get by him, and the ball hit Tupay in the arm. Yeah, but a couple of Eagle contacts while he was up.
Now Tynes for the extra point, and that hits the upright. Hurt himself further, might have been out for a few weeks. At least this way, 2 more weeks to rest. And this is Kevin Curtis finally getting into the action. Giants have done a masterful defensive job up front and on the back end. And that is caught by Jason Avant. So Avant.
But studying whether the Giants defense did what he expected them to do.
And here's McNabb.
The Cowboys would throw in the middle of the Giant defense. They would complete. And now the Eagles are starting to do that.
From the 38-yard line. McNabb to the outside. That's caught. Curtis falls down. At right corner at the 26-yard line. The Eagles now mounting this drive, and McNabb gets smacked. And the arm was coming forward, and the pass is incomplete.
Nor can they win a one-on-one battle at receiver.
3rd and 10. McNabb again. That's a 9th sack. Well, you saw those figures, the sacks, the batted balls, the hits, and this is a guy you keep forgetting coming off ACL surgery about 43-yard line.
Right, the only choice is either kick it or fake it.
And Akers bangs it through. To the outside and through Burris's hands since 1933. A lot of great finishes. Will we have one tonight? McNabb from the 29 to start this drive. Sidearms it, and it's intercepted and then dropped by Mitchell. Buckhalter couldn't handle it.
Well, they sure haven't given his left tackle out here much help. Mr. Justice been all by himself, and that's what's happening.
Yeah. His man almost came in for another sack that time. Kiwanuka is there.
Looks like an impossibility right now.
And McNabb was running forward. That was a sack. They got him behind the line of scrimmage. That was 10. This is 11. That's 11 sacks, 5 by Umenyiora. 41 seconds. He is probably not done.
No, that's why he's smiling. He knows there's more where that came from.
Here is Ward.
Push him to the ground.
3rd and 5. The Giants effectively using the clock on this drive. Under 7 minutes to play, and Manning has to dump it off to avoid getting sacked as he tried a backhand on 2nd and 15. McNabb underneath, and Buckhalter
spread him out and throw it quick. Get the shotgun, throw it quick. Get rid of it.
Over the middle, and that'll be caught, and that's a 1st down as he goes.
Or anyone hitting that Giant defense in the middle.
McNabb looking over the middle and has to go to the outside. And that's caught by Buckhalter, and he was able to got the snap off before the timeout. And wide open to the right side. That's as free as anybody's been tonight. Goes Buckhalter down to the 16-yard line. Philly looking ahead, only 1 timeout left, plus the 2-minute warning.
That's what that no huddle can do to you, change the tempo.
And now all of a sudden the Giants get fresh again.
Take your shot and get your touchdown before the 2-minute warning.
Absolutely.
And use that as a timeout.
And McNabb almost gets sacked for the 12th time. The dual whammy. 3rd and 14. McNabb stepping up. Throws going forward. Corner of the end zone. Open touchdown. But a flag is down. Was McNabb across the line of scrimmage? Is the 20-yard line, and it is.
Offense number 5.
Curtis to the left, Avant and Brown are split to the right. And McNabb loses the ball. It doesn't matter who recovers at this point. That is O.C. Umenyiora. He does it again.
I mean, not giving Winston Justice any help out there was just asking for it. I mean, there's no way that he's going to block O.C. Umenyiora tonight. I mean, he may get him next year or 3 years from now. You know, and we always learn that every year. I mean, in the NFL stands for never figure league. You know, the minute you think you have it figured out who's good or who's bad, you're wrong. And
we'll have the postgame show next. 16-3 Giants.